Are you tired of people always telling you what they think you want to hear? If you want truly good advice, take it from me. Ask an asshole. Hit up Aaron Clary at assholeconsulting.com. A link is in the description.
Dude, what is this thing here?
It's called the pop filter.
Well, is it working?
No.
Winning! As you can see, red shirts here. Bad Pop showed up. You're gonna love this one. And I got some bad news. I have got a bazillion requests to make a video like this over the past 5 years. And even though I'm a slow-ass DJ, I do take requests. So this long overdue video from the bottom of my black dead heart, is dedicated to all you red pill MGTOW guys out there. Winning. For all you gentlemen out there who've already taken the red pill, you've already had to face what I'm going to talk about. But this is basically for the younger guys who are looking at the fence, thinking they're going to jump over it, or they're on the fence not knowing which way they're going to fall off. I'm going to help them out with this one. Because that fence that you're dangling on, that's where the red and the blue meet. And right there will be turbulence. It is a hard pill to swallow. Because people, they just don't want to wake up. That's why the blue pill people around you flip out when you do it. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. So you know what to expect, how to deal with it, and how to drop the bomb. Yeah. Before we actually begin, you need to know and be prepared for the consequences of taking the red pill. Because people are content to stay asleep and accept the world as it's been presented to them. And who does that? The government, media, and the schools. And no one wants to believe that everything they've been told is one big bowl of bullshit. Especially if they're still paying for the student loans. You idiots! While they're scooping ice cream at Dairy Queen, Screen 5.
My gender studies degree isn't worthless.
Huh? Okay. I'll have another scoop of vanilla, put some caramel and nuts on there, and take that degree, and once you clean that up, you missed the spot. Call me an asshole. I don't care. But at least someone is telling you the truth. And that is what you need to be prepared to do when you get that line of questioning from your family. It all starts off the same. Between the ages of 18 and 21, that small bracket in your life, you're going to hear from your mother or maybe your father.
So, don't you think you should get a girlfriend?
I got your goddamn mind! And you know, right after that, if you do have a girlfriend, 22, 23, you get the...
Well, you know, is this like gonna make this a permanent thing? You're gonna take this serious?
Which you and I, we both know that is chick code speak for, are you gonna put a ring on it? And the answer you give your mother is no. I know all about this game. I watched Redonkulous.com and I saw the string along method. Here it is, check it out. I'll put a ring on it. I'll give her a promise ring. Or if you're one of those guys who likes your women a little roomy, get her an onion ring. Give her the whole goddamn plate. In fact, fill the trough and pour some ranch on there for her while you're at it. And later, when you get her home, give her a couple shots of whiskey, slap the derriere, and ride the wave in, baby.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I know what I'm saying, you know, what can I say? It's kind of stupid, but so is this. You know, when you got the crazy cat lady for the single mother that raised you, and she walks up to you when you're about 25 and goes,
You know, you should really get married because you're running out of time.
You just look her in the face and go, well, if I had dials and pegs in a slot C, you would be correct. If I was a split tail and I was 25 and that shadow of the wall was looming on me, I might actually take that at face value. But I'm a dude, and that wall doesn't really affect us until we're like 50-ish. What can I say? And if you're rich, you never really hit the wall. You just build a ramp and ride that across the Grand Canyon like Evel Knievel. You know it's true, and I know it's true. But they're not going to know it's true. And they won't believe it.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
Now listen, they're going to grill you. They're going to ask you all kinds of crazy wazoo questions, and you need to be prepared for that. And the first one that comes to mind when you break the news, like, hey, I am never getting married. Is they're going to come back with, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm just not stupid. And you want to know why? Because we have these now. Because in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. So why don't you suck it up and get ready for some wisdom? 2/3 to 3/4 of all divorces, you guessed it, filed by women. And almost all of the husbands are caught completely by surprise. And you want to know why? Pre-divorce mentality. Made a video about it. Check it out. Now, I'm not saying, dudes, if you get caught by surprise, you're stupid. I'm just saying you're pussy blind and you got labia in your eyes. You're not seeing that now. Just wait till they take your kids away and turn you into a wage slave. Because when you look back, your vision will be 20/20. Because once you are divorced and you look at that divorce decree, you're going to see one word that just wrecks your pride. Visitor. And shocker, once that happens, your chances of suicide goes up 400%. Kinda hard to lecture your son on male privilege after you get those bitter facts now, isn't it? And there are links to those bitter facts in the description below. Read it hard, read it long, kinda like how you suck it. Those facts should be good enough for anybody, but, and I said but, what if your mother is a feminist libtard?
I'm alright if that's what's upsetting you.
That is not what's upsetting me.
Well, it fucking should be, shouldn't it?
No, this would happen.
She won't care. She'll keep nagging, and she'll keep pressuring until the point where you just have to turn the goddamn tables on her.
What are you gonna do, Ron?
I'm gonna drink a bottle of wine, I'm gonna watch TV and go to bed, then I'm gonna go to work.
And then what?
Because the facts didn't work, and they never will work on a feminist. Even if she is your mother, you're not gonna be able to reason with her, and you're just gonna have to get nasty.
Shut up, Mom. Damn, that's some cold shit.
So when she asks you why you're not getting married, you look her in the face and go, hey, that worked out so well for my father now, didn't it? You screwed him over, and you want me to walk right into the noose, hang myself, and get screwed over too? Thanks, Ma, for looking out for number one. Why don't you go bury your face in a pile of number two, you female breeding dog?
The bitch is pretty.
The bitch is a bitch.
Ask her out.
The bitch?
I don't care if that female breeding dog shat you into existence as a vaginal turd, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, and it talks about wage gap and rape culture, it's stupid. Even though you know your mother's stupid, there will be people around her and your friends who are blue-pilled who are gonna think you're stupid. And a lot of your friends, by that time, they'll be engaged. Winning new. And for all those people, there are two ways that you can handle this, and we're going to cover both of them. Method number one, you really don't have to do anything. You just take your beer, fade into the background, and wait 10 years. Because karma, in reality, there's some hung mistresses, and they're bisexual, and they'll bang anything. Women, men, even the 52 genders. So 10 years down the road, you run into that same buddy, and he's getting spit roasted from both ends, and he's dangling over the fire, and his money is burning up instantaneously. You can just go, knew it. Or you could just start off that way. Method number two. And if you're a royal dick, kind of like me, you could do it at his wedding. You're at the front of the church, standing next to your buddy who's going to get married, and she makes the walk down there, and they talk their gobbledygook, and then they say, hey, can we have the rings? And you pull out the rings, and you flip a coin, and you look at them, and you call it in the air. You're fucked. Or you can be like me. You bet all the groomsmen a steak dinner.
That mother effer right there, he'll be divorced inside of 5 years. You just watch.
And that mother fornicator made it to 5 years and 3 days and cost me 6 steak dinners. That son of a bitch.
How do you want that cooked? Run to a crisp or bloody as hell?
But statistically speaking, half your buddies, they're not going to get divorced. And they become infinitely more annoying after that. Yeah, take the leap. Come over to this side. It's great because my wife, she loves me. But all you really have to do to shut that down forever is ask him one simple question. What is it like eating nothing but vanilla ice cream forever until you die. Yeah, he might be able to put toppings on it like chocolate and caramel and strawberry and some nuts, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, it's still just vanilla ice cream. You, on the other hand, you can do whatever in the flying fornication that you want. You can do every flavor at Baskin-Robbins. You can do Neapolitan, that's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry at the same time, and we haven't even got to the toppings. You can do cookie dough and moose tracks. That does sound kind of messy, but you can still do it because there are a few, very few universal laws out there. One is gravity, one is motion, and the third one, the pussy always wears out. And sooner or later, you're falling asleep with that vanilla ice cream in your mouth because you just don't care anymore. You'd rather watch TV or Pornhub or Pornhub on your TV. You know what I'm saying? Because let's face it, friends are friends, women are women, but Pornhub is forever. Because when all my friends and family abandoned me, Pornhub was there, and that just touches my black dead heart.
What happens when Uncle Nick goes back to college? He pretty much rips his liberal professors and feminist classmates a new one via the essays he hands in on various academic topics. Purchase Burning the Midnight on Amazon.com today. A link is in the description.
I know that sounds silly as hell, but so is rolling dice at a rigged game. Hypothetical situation. You and your buddy, you got 200 apiece, you go into the casino, you roll some dice. You learn right off the bat, shit's fishy. He keeps going. Who's the bigger fool at the end of the night when he lost his money and you have almost all of yours?
22 black, 22 black! Ass, son of a bitch! Not you.
Make no mistake, gentlemen, that is the system that we live in. All right, let's say your assets, they're like a pizza. You carry them into the first marriage and it goes south. Now you got half a pizza. You take that half, you go to a second marriage, and now you got a quarter of a pizza. And you move on to the third one. You know where this is going. It's going straight to one slice of pizza, and that never fed anybody. This is what sets the red pill dudes apart. We see this reality, we know the deal, and it gives us peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much feminism tries to rig the system, it's still voluntary. And if you don't play, you can't lose!
Say, bitch, be cool! Be cool, honey. Say, bitch, be cool! Tell that fucking bitch to chill! Be cool, honey. Chill that fucking bitch out!
Yeah, married guy will live a little bit longer. So what? It's not worth my peace of mind. My peace of mind is worth all of that. Let's face it, those last years, those are bad years anyway, especially if you're married. Not only are you crapping yourself, which you can do adequately by yourself, you're getting nagged at the same time. Who needs a nagger? You don't like that word? Get a job, you nagger. So when they threaten you with, you're gonna die alone, remember this. Elvis died on the shitter with a woman in the next room and then even find his carcass for almost an hour. I know this is coming from a dude who's always preaching that the crazy cat lady is gonna die alone. You got me. And I know it probably applies to me, but the difference is I don't care. Listen, I've faced my death many times over my military career in 30 years. When I jumped into Panama, only thing I worried about was, hey, is my chute gonna open or isn't it? Either it opens and you live, or it doesn't and you die. Even if it does open and you make it to the ground, that's still no guarantee. Cause mine opened, and I still got ran over by a truck and almost forcefully evicted from my meat suit. So when they tell you, you're gonna die alone, you respond with this. Almost everyone dies alone. That Norman Rockwell death ending where everyone's by the bed, that happens to almost no one.
Die, you motherfucker!
Gruesome side note, once you die, you piss and shit yourself. It makes you rethink that whole dying with dignity thing, doesn't it? Now that I think of it, Elvis might have died at the perfect time. Can you imagine that? The Grim Reaper shows up and he's like, Elvis, we gotta go. Oh, that's perfect. Come on, we gotta go. We got a tea time at 3 o'clock. And after you smash that all apart, they're gonna go,
Hey, don't you want to have the wife and the kids and the picket fence with the dog?
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds great. But in today's day and age, it doesn't work out like that for a majority of the people. Because we live in a society now that rewards destroying the nuclear family. And they do that by casting aside the father and turning the mother and the children into government leeches. And the dad, he's a visiting wage slave. So when they're talking about the house and the 2 kids and the picket fence, you're still paying for it, but you're not living there. And you're also paying for that birth control as the never-ending river of semen goes in the front door and out the back door. And I'm not talking about sailors. Well, you know, some of them might be. Odds are there's probably one.
37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
After all that shit fails, and they can't appeal to your mentality or your emotions, they're gonna go after your wallet. You know, you make more money as a married man. You also spend more money as a married man. We did a whole episode about that. Cost to be the boss? Check it out. You only need 1/3 of the income of a married man to live well as a single dude. So what you're saying is I should work 3 times as hard to get by as I would if I wasn't married.
That was the whole point.
Why?
Why?
I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing the traction here. Please enlighten me more. And while we're at it, please explain to me how being a married man makes me more responsible. Because the way I see it, it doesn't really make me more responsible. It just makes one person responsible for more. On top of supporting yourself, you have a wife and 2 kids and probably a dog and half a cat. That is a lot of pressure. I will admit the half a cat is creepy. The statistics are a bitch that way.
It is.
And after that fails, get ready for the guilt grenade. And they're gonna tell you you're selfish.
I can't believe that just fucking happened.
So my right for self-preservation against a corrupt government system that wants to destroy me makes me selfish? I'll take it.
You're not a real man until you get married and have kids. Where?
So why don't you tell that to all of the young dudes who weren't married who marched off to fight our country's adversaries and died? They weren't real men? Pound some sand in every orifice you have at the same time.
I also need you to go buy sand.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if they grade it, but... coarse.
Remember, gentlemen, this is just a small sample of how it will go. But at the end of the day, guilt and shame are a two-way street. And if these are the kind of people who think it'll work on you when it won't, it'll definitely work on them. Winning! I know it's not really an honorable way to win an argument, but if you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. For all you red pill and MGTOW guys out there, do not feel guilty. Do not feel bad. Keep doing what you're doing because it is working. Because to be honest, the establishment, they have noticed you and they hate you. And that means you're doing something right. Winning. When the government and the society and the liberal left and all of their minions are attacking you, it's because they're afraid of you.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Congratulations on becoming a Tier 1 threat, and all you did was not play, pick up your tools, and walk away. And the feminists, they'll insist,
This'll never work, and we're better off without him.
Gandhi, the bravest thing any individual can do in such a crazy brainwash system is not play. So gentlemen, join me in a drink. Soon to be game over. But not for me, gentlemen. This game is just beginning, and I am one hell of an expert at turning the crank on the fucking kick-ass spank box, and this will continue.
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
For me to keep fighting, gentlemen, I do need your help. Check out the links below, Patreon, PayPal, make your support. Send a couple bucks, because this stuff is expensive. Also, I'm almost out of Jim Beam Apple, and this stuff, it's delicious. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell, because if you don't, it's fucking stupid anyway. True story, I did that at one of my buddy's weddings. I gave him a high five and I said, congratulations on your 28% chance of success. Because the third one was that there wasn't a big hootie-doo. But at the first one, at the first marriage, I did bet all of the groomsmen a steak dinner that he would be divorced inside of 5 years.
And you were right.
No, I lost because he got divorced at 5 years and 3 days. So I bought everyone a steak dinner.